You think you're too broken, too sinful, too unworthy for God to use. You replay every mistake like it's tattooed on your soul, a permanent stain you can't wash off. Maybe you've been told you're not good enough, or maybe you've convinced yourself of that. Either way, you've been living under a weight God never meant for you to carry. But here's the truth. The very thing you believe disqualifies you might be the exact reason God is calling you. He doesn't pick the polished. He picks the desperate, the overlooked, the ones who've been crushed by life and still whisper his name in the dark. If you're hearing this right now, it's not by accident. It's a divine interruption. Heaven crashing into your ordinary moment to declare, your story isn't over and your identity is not up for debate. All throughout Scripture, God makes the same move. He chooses the ones the world never would. Moses stuttered. David was the forgotten shepherd boy. Rahab was a prostitute. Paul was a violent persecutor. And yet, every single one was handpicked, transformed, and sent on mission. Not in spite of their weakness, but right through it. That's the pattern, that's the point. God delights in flipping the script. So if you're still holding on to the belief that you're not qualified, good. Because God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And once he puts his hand on you, hell can scream all it wants. It can't stop the assignment that's already been written in heaven. You don't see what heaven sees. You see failure. God sees fire, you see a mess. God sees a mission. While you're busy staring at your reflection and rehearsing your regrets, God is staring at your redemption and rehearsing your victory, that ache in your chest, that restless pull for something more. That's not just emotion. That's eternity pressing on your spirit, reminding you that you were made for more than just survival. The enemy has spent your whole life trying to convince you that you're worthless. Why? Because he knows the truth of who you are terrifies him. If you ever believed you were chosen, called, and covered, he'd lose every bit of ground he's stolen from your life. And it's time you take it back. Whatever your past looks like, addiction, compromise, betrayal, trauma, it does not define you. God is not afraid of your story. He's the only one who can redeem it. Jesus didn't die to make you polished. He died to make you whole. The blood of Christ didn't just cover your sin. It rewrote your name. You are not your worst moment. You are not your deepest failure. You are not the name they gave you or the identity shame tried to tattoo on your chest. You are chosen. You are adopted. You are made new. So when the lies come rushing in, when the enemy reminds you who you used to be, remind him who you now belong to. Because God never needed your perfection, just your surrender. And if he called you out of that grave, don't you dare live like you're still buried. This is your moment, not to prove yourself, but to surrender yourself. Because it's not your strength that God needs, it's your availability. And in your surrender, he shows up with resurrection power. Get up, wipe your face, stand like the warrior he's been shaping in the fire. Every tear you've cried, every night you thought would break you, it wasn't wasted. It was preparation. The pain that nearly crushed you is now the platform God will use to reveal his glory through you. So rise, not in arrogance, but in anointed confidence. You are not forgotten, you are not disqualified, you are not too far gone, you are chosen, and it's time to live like it. If this hit your spirit, comment below, God chose me, and I believe it. Let the devil hear you say it. Let your fear hear you say it. Let your future hear you say it. You are not forsaken. You are not too late. You are called. You are chosen.